on the American Health Journal. When you have severe pain, a chiropractor adjusts you or a doctor medicates or operates. This report discovers a therapy that can treat chronic pain through exercise. For over 10 years, Frank Titus of Health Through Motion in Santa Monica has treated chronic pain without physically touching the patients, but by training them to strengthen and correct movement patterns.
I am an exercise therapist or a Titus motion therapist. What we do is correct people's postural alignment and their dysfunctional movement patterns in order to eliminate pain. Our clients are just average day-to-day people. Some people are actually scheduled for surgery. Most people aren't, but even if they're scheduled for surgery, we have a 95% success rate, and we can keep them out of surgery about 95% of the time. People from carpal tunnel, torn rotator cuff, neck pain, herniated disc in your cervical vertebrae or your lumbar vertebrae, people with knee pain, foot pain, really any sort of pain that people have, we can help them. We evaluate patients by looking at their posture and looking at their dysfunctional movement patterns. And you can typically tell from looking at someone's posture. And when people take off walking, I can usually tell them if they have other aches and pains. People will come in with back pain and they'll be going through their gait pattern, and I'll say, "Did your right knee ever hurt?" And they'll say, "Yeah, but I didn't come here for that." I have to explain that we work on the body as a unit, not as individual little parts. We don't work on symptoms, we correct the reasons why you have the pain. Such as if I put a rock in your shoe, you're going to eventually figure out how to move away from that rock. Well, after a while, you're going to be using the other hip. Your low back or your opposite hip may start hurting. Now, if you walked into someone's office, you'd say, "Well, my low back and hip hurt. Can you correct that?" Well, I'm not going to look at the hip. I'm going to get rid of the rock. When a client comes to us, we explain that it is their responsibility. There is no hands-on, there's no ice, there's no equipment used. Everything that we're going to do, they can do at home without any equipment. If you have some floor space, some wall space, a chair, a pillow, a belt, you can do absolutely everything that we want you to do to get yourself pain-free. Daryl Taylor came to me. He was bedridden for about 2 weeks with severe back pain. He came, two clients of mine had referred him and brought him actually over to the office. He couldn't get there by himself. He had an elaborate back brace on, and within 2 visits, he was out of his back brace.
I was a little skeptic when I first came in, thinking it's a type of adjustment as you go through chiropractic in your life, and it was just stretches, and I'm going, this can't work. I mean, come on, we could do this at home. And he had me walk and said, these are the types of stretches that you need to do to get your body back in alignment. And I was amazed after the first week how far I progressed. And after 3 weeks, I was back out able to play golf, which is something I enjoy immensely, and was very happy to be able to do that. And then within the 8 weeks of going through the session with Frank, I was back to where my back was stronger than when I had first injured it.
I had severe back problems. I had a bulging disc, I had sciatic pain, and through that, my experience, I got help with chiropractic. Then I had bad knees, and then I got help with that through physical therapy. So I became very interested in both of those fields, and after college I was accepted to both of those schools. Well, I was finding that it wasn't ever really correcting the problem on a permanent basis. I had to continue to get treatment for my sore knees. I had to continue to get treatment for my bad back. And now, after doing this, it's been 13 years. I've run 2 marathons, and I'm pain-free.
You're watching the award-winning American Health Journal.